Oh, okay. There we go. That wasn't really working for some reason. Huh. Two, one, boom. Oh, that wasn't what I want to press. Alrighty, hello and welcome to tonight's absolutely fantastic dinosaur action. Talking about some of the new cards here. That specific card, Scryfall, doesn't have the English printing of it, so that's why it is in a different language, but it has the text translation, so we'll go over that. I don't know, this might be more exciting than Cavern of Souls, possibly, because a lot of my favorite dinosaurs, they can't be countered already, and I use a specific land, Castle Garenbrig. 4 lands plus Castle Garenbrig, you tap 5 lands in total with its ability, and you make 6 green. But this can tap for 2 green or 2 red or whatever, 2 mana for Castle Garenbrig's ability. So we need 1 less land to do Castle Garenbrig to make all that mana to play a big scary dino, or multiple smaller dinos. Certainly the Headlong Bonkosaurus, whatever its actual translation is. Tuna green, 6/6. Woo! Oh. Play 2 of those with Castle Garenbrig's ability. My goodness. But I think it's probably called Sunken Citadel. That doesn't seem like a funny name that sometimes Scryfall makes for these cards. But it's a land cave of very fantastic art. It enters the battlefield tapped, so you gotta keep in mind, if you're playing the Dorks, Llanowar Elves, or Elvish Mystic, that would be a little bit rough. You want to have an untapped source on turn 1. However, I love to play with Otepec Huntmaster, Marauding Raptor. Both of those things cost 2, so I don't have to worry. Boom, this can be the first land, could be the 3rd land. I would hope to maybe drop something big on turn 3. I would have to certainly ramp quite nicely to do that though. But still, it's gonna get Castle Garenbrig off that much better. My goodness. I need 4 lands in total. Yeah, 4 lands in total, which is that's gonna be insane though. If I'm stumbling in the land department, which, you know, sometimes I can be, 22 lands, 23 lands, you still don't get there. You need 1 less land to do Castle Garenbrig with this on. Yeah, I don't know. I was already happy with the new dinosaurs we've seen. We're going to see more, and hopefully, maybe we get Hulking Raptor, the mythic rare, probably the new Carnage Tyrant. Maybe it's going to cost the same. I don't know. Something like that. Can't be countered, hexproof. You know it's going to be good, but perhaps it's going to be spoiled while we're live tonight. You just never know. That would be pretty cool. But this, absolutely straight in. 4 copies, possibly. Of course, having multiples, entering tapped, not being able to play a few things early would be awkward, but just the fact that I need even 1 less. I don't even have to ramp for a basic to get me up, to get me doing Castle Garenbrig's ability a little bit sooner. Oh, man, yeah. But a lot of people don't use lands with activated abilities, so it doesn't make a whole lot of sense. But in the right deck, this is going to be a stunner. An absolute stunner. Okay. Let's move on to some of the new ones here. Palani's Hatcher. I don't know. It's kind of like Regisaur Alpha, a little bit. I don't know that I would normally want to use it because, of course, Marauding Raptor takes out those 2 green dinosaur egg creature tokens. That's kind of rough. But I think I could make some list work. Maybe I have a list that doesn't use Marauding Raptor, which I think would be pretty darn crazy. You basically want to use Marauding. Always want to use Marauding. But let's think for a second that you're not using Marauding Raptor. It could be pretty good. Other dinosaurs you control have haste. This gives haste to maybe the first Regisaur Alpha that you play. And you could also attack with those green dinosaur egg creature tokens. Keep in mind, those don't have defender. If you have some way to boost their power, make them 1/1s or 1/2s, it would be actually quite comical. These eggs attacking an opponent, possibly for lethal. Think about that. Would that not be the ultimate win? This little egg, it's not hatched yet. The way it attacks is it rolls towards the opponent, rumbling, ooh, boom. Take a point of damage, 2 points of damage. You could slap an Ember Cleave on the dinosaur egg. I don't know how that would work. You could put it in a vehicle. It could drive a vehicle, unlicensed hearse. Sky Sovereign eventually, if it gets big enough. I don't know. That'd be amusing for sure. It'd be like an April Fool's list. Maybe I should try it. Huh. Yeah. But yeah, at the beginning of combat on your turn, if you control one or more eggs, you can sacrifice an egg. Then create a 3/3 green dinosaur creature token, which is pretty interesting. It says sacrifice an egg. There are other things that make egg tokens. It doesn't say sacrifice a dinosaur egg. So I don't know if you could use other egg type tokens. I'll have to look into that. But it makes a 3/3 dinosaur, kind of like Regisaur Alpha, but not, because this token doesn't have trample. So it is a little bit worse there already. Kind of unfortunate. Maybe it's supposed to have trample and it just wasn't printed like that. Some cards are printed and afterwards it comes out that they were supposed to have this one word, one little line of text. We'll see. I think it doesn't replace Regisaur Alpha, that's for sure. It is nice giving everything else haste. Maybe I could throw in a few copies as redundancies. If Regisaur Alpha is killed, I still want to be attacking and doing things fast. Yeah. And in a pinch, you know, we got a nice body, we got a 3/3 if we don't care about the trample. Yeah, oh, so very nice, very nice. This definitely is the dinosaur set, Lost Caverns of Ixalan, and I will absolutely make a more in-depth video on all the cards that I'm looking forward to using. Oh, this one, Dire Fleet Flail. I'm actually quite interested. You could slap this on the dinosaur egg. That would be extra funny. I don't know. You wrap the chain around it, something. It's rolling and it's got all these spikes. But an equipment for 1 red. Equip 1, equipped creature gets +2/+0. That right there is just pretty darn fantastic. It's a little bit restrictive, of course, being red, which is kind of nice. It balances things out. If it was just a straight up colorless, that would go in a lot of stuff. It would be pretty painful. But you can craft with an artifact. Exile this artifact and another you control, or an artifact from your graveyard. Return this card transformed under its owner's control. Craft only as a sorcery. And the other side there, Dire Fleet Cannon. Boom! Oh, yeah, that's pretty explosive. Equipped creature gets +3/+0, and whenever this creature attacks, you may sacrifice another artifact. When you do, deal damage equal to its power to target creature. Yeah, that's crazy. It's like the dinosaur is holding this bazooka, and when it attacks, you sacrifice an artifact as if it was the ammunition, and it deals a bunch of damage equal to that creature's power, not the mana value of the sacrificed artifactor. Yeah, oh, that's kind of neat. It's kind of neat. Ghalta, well, that'd be pretty good. It would have to build around it quite a bit. Having enough artifacts to often be sacrificing. If this was really the only equipment in my deck, I don't think it would make too much sense. But certainly in the right deck, this is good. And worst case scenario, it's a lovely equipment. 1 red, equip for 1, give +2/+0. Chances are when you do that, any creature it's attached to is going to be able to trade with most stuff, I would imagine. Very cool to see. Oh yeah, I almost forgot this thing. I didn't really read into it because, well, it's not in English yet. There are English translations for the card itself, but I like to just stick with this, stick with Scryfall, all their previews. But Sheikah Guardian, pretty sure that's not what it's going to be. But as it enters the battlefield, you choose a creature type, so fantastic for anything that focuses on one specific type, like dinosaurs, merfolk, you get the idea. If a triggered ability of another creature of the chosen type you control triggers, it triggers an additional time. And this thing is the chosen type in addition to its other types. And it has Ward 2, so it sticks around a little bit. But this probably is a no-no, definitely. You name Dinosaur, Marauding Raptor, the triggered abilities is going to trigger twice. So 1 Marauding Raptor is going to deal 4 damage to each creature. That's not good. You're going to lock yourself out of playing a bunch of stuff pretty darn quick. You have 2 Marauding Raptors out. That is 8 damage to each creature with this. I don't think it's quite worth it, but certainly for some of the dino abilities, that would be good. Maybe Enrage? Although it's not a true ability. I believe I read Enrage is just, that's what they used to classify it. It's just a thing that happens. Perhaps it works. I don't know. I'll have to look into it. But it's nice to be able to potentially have a dinosaur or anything for that matter. A unicorn. That'd be pretty cool. That could get busted in some certain decks. Maybe not quite dinos. What else was I interested in? Nothing too much. Oh, we got the that alternate art for the Thrashing Brontodon. I think it's pretty cool. Easy enough, I think, to tell what is happening with that Thrashing Brontodon. Do I like it better than the actual art from this set? It's just nice to have 2 new arts because we've had so many reprints of the original one. I'd be interested to see what this looks like in foil. But nice that it is just so completely extended. The border going all the way down the side. Ooh, I love that. So I definitely appreciate some dinosaurs are getting that treatment. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Dynamoton? Okay, yeah. I didn't talk about Dynamoton, I don't think, last night. Doesn't seem too flashy, but 4 for a 4/3 menace. Menace dinosaurs. That is going to be good. Rakdos menace dinosaurs with the Labyrinth Raptor. Certainly this could come down for 3 with cost reduction, haste. With Regisaur Alpha, you give menace to something else. And you're probably going to be connecting through with quite a bit of damage where you wouldn't otherwise have been able to, because the opponent has to block with 2 creatures, 2 or more creatures, due to menace there. But Labyrinth Raptor, this is like the first thing that I saw. Nope, not that. Boom. Rakdos Dinos or Jund Dinos, perhaps. Whenever a creature you control with menace becomes blocked, defending player sacrifices a creature blocking it. For black and red, creatures you control with menace get +1/+0 until end of turn. I think we're finally there. A critical mass, at least, with dinosaurs that naturally have menace. Enough to really make something like this work. Of course, other non-dinos have menace, but I've been waiting for just enough that start off with it, focusing on this. Very, very nasty. I mean, the art is scary enough, and all those abilities, more power, sacrificing a creature, not nice. And it's extra not nice if you have multiple copies. Say you have 2 Labyrinth Raptors out. The opponent has to sacrifice 2 creatures whenever one of ours with menace becomes blocked. So if they want to deal any damage, they would have to block with 3 creatures, which is absolutely insane. That's gonna go downhill quick. I always love that. The more of these you get out, the better everything gets, the nastier it gets. So having Dynamaton is, oh, divine. And of course we got more dinos in more colors. This is, again, the dinosaur set. We've got blue dinos, we've got black dinos, white dinos. Not that I'd really use this, but it's nice to see more dinosaurs in the water, caring about caves, looking at the top cards. Which I might use this, perhaps, with the Sunken Citadel that we saw at the start. Where X is enters the battlefield. Look at the top X cards, where X is the number of caves you control. Okay, well, I'm probably not using a critical mass of caves for this. But still, the art's cool. Very cool, very cool. And we've got cycling, land cycling. That's pretty amazing. My, oh my. Yeah. And we also have a green one, which we'll see in a second. A green dinosaur with this ability. But Rampaging Spiketail. Enters the battlefield. Target creature you control gets +2/+0 and indestructible until end of turn. That's pretty good, you know. Give Ghalta indestructible. Something big that you don't want to lose. Maybe you're staring down some death touch creatures. You're going to save them. But with the swamp cycling, boom, 2. Discard this card. Search your library for a swamp card. Reveal it, put it into your hand, and shuffle. Very, very nice for consistency. And nice that it's attached to a dinosaur. But speaking of that one, we've got the green one coming up here. Just recently spawned. I guess there's going to be a cycle of dinosaurs that do the specific land cycling. Yeah, I think the majority of stuff is really caring about dinosaurs, and then they're sprinkling in the other creature types. Oh boy, it's getting good. Not that this is super good. 7 for a 5/5 creates a 3/3 green dinosaur creature token. So again, a dinosaur token that doesn't have trample. It's not the worst thing in the world, but of course having trample is better than not having trample. And that lovely forest cycling ability too. Ooh, man, that's gonna be good. I don't think there was anything else. But oh, Bedrock Tortoise. That's a stunner. I'm kind of tempted to just normally use it. A rare. Certainly seems like a pretty rare-worthy ability. As long as it's our turn, creatures we control have hexproof. Oh, that completely shuts off all the removal, all the painful stuff. Fatal Push, get out of here. Use it on your own turn. Go for the throat? Well, we're going to be going for the opponent's throat because they can't take out our stuff. So yeah, each creature you control with toughness greater than its power assigns combat damage equal to its toughness rather than its power. So Regisaur Raptor is a 4/5. It would deal 5 damage. A lot of dinosaurs are the top heavy, but quite a few classic ones are bottom heavy, and this is going to help out big time with that. Just help them survive. Oh, she does. But I like this because I can play it and they can't do anything. The opponent could take out Sereth. Then they would also have to use well, then they could remove everything else. But that would require 2 pieces of removal, which the opponent may not have. Maybe they go for the throat on Sarith, Viper's Fang, but then they Fatal Push something else. But as long as this lands, everything is safe for the turn. No targeting possible at all, which is quite intriguing for sure. And that other ability as well. I don't know. It's worth a shot. I think it could be a sideboard card. Possibly. Maybe we get some sort of dinosaur that gives other dinosaurs hexproof, but I don't think that's going to be the case just because there's this. Yeah, something with lots of targeted removal. Drop this, get the job done. Maybe. A Godzilla card does that. Oh yeah, I think it does. Huh. Yeah, might be. There are a few cards that do that, and other dinosaurs that care about this. Belligerent something. Not sure why it's in French. Okay, there we go. Belligerent Brontodon. Each creature you control assigns combat damage equal to its toughness rather than its power. So, very, very similar thing. Very costly, of course. I mean, sadly, that's a turtle, but I'd still use it because it's basically strictly better. 3 less than this. And I don't have to go into white. Oh, for the Godzilla drops. Yeah. I'm going to have to look into that. Yeah, lovely Bedrock Tortoise. Anything else that really stuck out? Nothing too much. Yeah, not at the moment. We'll jump into the matches here. It won't take too much longer. I'll just refresh everything. Oh, we got a couple new things. I guess we can look at this quick before we start. Tishana's Tidebinder. Flash when Tishana's Tidebinder enters the battlefield, counter target activated or triggered ability. If an ability from an artifact, creature, or planeswalker is countered this way, that permanent loses all its abilities. Oh, as long as this... Okay, that's pretty interesting. I must admit. Stopping something's abilities. Ooh. That's going to be pretty devastating. That may be kind of narrow, hard to say. Oh, lethal damage, yes. Zalortha. Boom. Lovely. I've used it a little bit before. Yeah, there's stuff that cares about toughness. This, of course, caring about power. Lethal damage dealt to creatures you control is determined by their power rather than their toughness. That does the trick. You have Domri, Anarch of Bolas, a couple things that increase just power. +1, +0. And this gets even better. Or just naturally dinos or other creatures that have big power. Oh, 100%. I have one copy. Actually, I might have a few copies. Well, let's look at all the prints. This one you can get in foil and non-foil. Certainly I went with the non-foil so it doesn't pringle, but man, that is devastating stuff. Although it is nice that... Where is it? Finally, it got reprinted. Very, very cheap, that's... Oh, a lot of Ikoria stuff, yeah. I'm just happy that the actual art for Zalortha was printed. It was years, many years, whenever Ikoria, Lair of Behemoths, released. Yeah, pretty good. All right. I say we get into the matches here. The memory is doing pretty good. Yeah. Let me turn off the Scryfall one. Okay, we're good. Good to go. Just double check. Even though I don't think we'll run into any issues tonight. Everything's looking good. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah. Okay. Game on. Yeah, you reduce the memory usage of OBS by 3/4. Basically, all those clips that you see,
Grant me revenge. And if you do not listen, then the hell with you.
Ruthless aggression. Yeah, all of those were kind of like technically on, and that was increasing the memory usage on my computer like insane. I kind of was thinking in the back of my mind, this is getting worse and worse as I'm adding them. So I looked into it. All I had to do was check mark a specific thing and it dropped it right down. So we're safe. We're good. I can still use my second monitor and keep an eye on things. This list is exactly the same as last night. Wanted to get a nice big sample size because it performed pretty good. And finally, maybe tonight is the night I face off against spirits. They really must be scared away having 4 copies of Rending Volley in the list, and maybe I'll face off against a hardened scales variation like it was twice last night. That was extra wacky. But yeah, just another bigger sample size. Nothing too fancy. Not too many changes, excuse me, that I want to make. Oh. All right, let's get into it. Okay. Yeah, that Bonkosaurus is busted. Busted Bonkosaurus. Maybe that's what I should call it. It's like, in basically every scenario, Bonkosaurus is better than Wayward Swordtooth. The odd time you play an extra land, but often enough with Wayward, you're not playing an extra lands. And you're waiting to get to 10 permanents to attack or block. That, boom, you can attack and block. I don't know, it seems pretty straightforward to me. Alright, facing off against Lago, MtG. Maybe another content creator. I figure that's probably the case most of the time when they have MtG after their name. Turn 3 haste, 1 Marauding Raptor for 1 red, Bonkosaurus for 1 green, and another Bonkosaurus for 1 green. Then you attack with one of them with the Huntmaster haste, or you just give Marauding haste because it temporarily has 6 power, and you leave both Bonkosauruses behind 2 6/6s on turn 3. Boom, boom. That would do it. Oh, maybe the opponent was sleeping a little bit. Well, this hand would not put the opponent to sleep, that's for sure. Yeah, no, too risky. I almost considered keeping it. Karplusan Forest, Commune, grab a second land, then maybe I'd get a third one for Topiary. No, let's not do that. Okay, much better, much better. 3 Castle Garenbrigs, of course, is pretty darn wacky. Send one to the bottom. Yeah. Okay. I was thinking of sending one Topiary to the bottom and keeping Castle Garenbrig, but well, this should be good too. The mountain could mess me up. I may not have 2 green on turn 3 after I play Huntmaster on turn 2. Now this could be rough. Oh, that okay. Well, it got better. Wow, that is good. 2 weeks today. Oh, it is. The countdown begins. That fiery impulse. Is it Phoenix or indomitable creativity that we're facing off against. Oh boy. But at least we got that forest. We'll get the third land. We'll have 3 untapped on turn 3. Man, I'm counting down the days. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Not sure why the opponent said oops. It's odd. But Wayward Swordtooth, we can make good benefit of it. They can't counter, and I have 2 lands in hand. So there's an extra good chance that Wayward is going to be extra good. If I draw a land next turn, I'll still be playing extras. Yeah. But what do they got up their sleeve? Oh, 2 Phoenixes. Okay, that's fine. Regular Izzet Phoenix. We're going to bring a little bit of hate towards this deck with Tranquil Throwback, exiling the graveyard, Rending Volley, maybe taking out Ledger Shredder, Lightning Axe to take out Wayward Swordtooth. Okay. I mean, we're not dead yet. I put, shifting always in. I never leave home without shifting Ceratops. But are we dead next turn? We are not dead next turn. It's going to be pretty rough either way. We got to play both Topiary Stompers though. Boom, Castle Garenbrig, make 6 green. Topiary for 3, Topiary for 3. Man, this person's really friendly. I imagine we must be dead, but worth a shot. Maybe they can't kill us. Well, they definitely must be able to. They'll have something for 1 to get the job done. Oh, okay. Spike Field Hazard, maybe to finish us off. Okay, not. They feel safe for sure. We're at 1 and they're at 17. Ugh. 4, 8 plus 7. Not quite, not quite. Almost got the job done. Ish. Possibly would have if we were playing first, unfortunately. As is usually the best thing to do. But we got Scavenger Grounds. Exile the graveyard. Don't have to worry about those Arclight Phoenixes. Tranquil Throwback. Exile the graveyard. Boom. Shifting Ceratops, like you mentioned, that's coming in. I'll remove a couple copies of Ghalta. Trim a little bit off the top. A T-Rex. Huntmaster. Sometimes I just get rid of Huntmaster because it dies to basically, well, way too much. Izzet Charm? Can deal 2 damage to target creature. Oof. Not great. Fiery Impulse, of course. Yeah. Sometimes they even use Lightning Axe on Otepec Huntmaster because, well, they get rid of a nice creature, but they get to discard 1 of the Arclight Phoenixes with the Lightning Axe's ability. And that is not a fun time at all. Let's do it. Question becomes, is this a variation that also uses Crackling Drake? The big blue Drake with power equal to the instant and sorceries in the graveyard, or exile. Has 4 toughness. That's very good. Rending Volley would take it out. And Thing in the Ice as well. Before it flips, it has 4 toughness, and you really want to take it out as soon as possible. You know, I think I'll leave it like that. Okay. We did some good stuff. They got the birds. Maybe if they were only getting 1 Phoenix out, things would have been a little bit better. Would have been able to raise them a bit. That's an absolutely instant keep. My goodness. You don't even have to think about it. 2 lands in Commune. And 2. Both of the Tranquil Throwbacks. I don't think I even have to explain this too much. But yeah, we got Graveyard Hate. Exiling target player's graveyard. Tends to do the trick. We'll see what they do against whatever, but that land was 2 lands. Technically, it's 3. Commune to dig for the 3rd one. Have things be nice and consistent. At least hit our land drops for the first 3 or 4 turns. Nice, at least that Marauding Raptor is guaranteed to survive. It's not going to eat a lightning axe. You know what, I'll take the 2. I may have had to take the 2 at some point anyways, with one of the Stomping Grounds. Oh, no, that's not good for them. Oh boy. Oh yeah, I'm liking the looks of this, I must admit. What do they all got in there? Nothing I'm too worried about. Nothing I need to use Tranquil Throwback's ability for. So now we get up 1 further, do a little bit more damage. This is going to be devastating. They don't even have a single Phoenix in the graveyard. Ooh. Maybe they get it this turn with a lightning axe. That's okay. That's okay. Yeah, well, there's 1, and hopefully it's just 1. Okay, not too bad. We only have to worry about a single Phoenix. Sadly, it came out. Tranquil Throwback not going to be doing too much for us. But Wayward Swordtooth, extra nice. Have both those Stomping Grounds enter tapped. Lovely. Next turn, we should be able to get to 10 permanents. Hopefully 7 lands as well. Start making use of Wayward and Topiary Stomper there. That'd be pretty good. Pretty hard for them to deal with. At least we know they don't have too much. Maybe they have a counter spell. I would imagine Commune with Dinosaurs might draw it out, maybe it doesn't. You know what, I like Topiary Stomper as well. Hoping they can't counter it. Land, you can do it. Do it. Oh boy. Yes, good. I don't mind flyers too much. I got Shifting Ceratops and Rending Volley sometimes to take out blue flyers or white flyers. It's not so bad. Oh, look at that. We got the 7th land and the 10th permanent. Divine. Okay, well, we get Wayward Swordtooth back. Well, it's not too bad. We're still at a pretty healthy 12, and they don't have a second Phoenix in the graveyard quite yet. Maybe they'll do a bunch of stuff to get a Phoenix in, a second one in. Then we can exile the whole graveyard. Oh, Finale of Promise. Deal damage. Oh, they're going to discard a Phoenix that maybe they just drew. Okay. Good, they're still missing them. I like it. Alright. Tapped out just to look for Phoenixes. Going to be gaining a bunch of life. Or Tyrannix Rex. Because that's exactly lethal. Oh my goodness.
Ruthless aggression.
Dragons, yeah. I imagine. And with Commander having access to basically all the cards. If you like dragons, you're going to put in all these lovely dragon things. And it's not going to be a fun time. But I can understand it. Lots of people like dragons, big, powerful. They got some nice abilities as well, I imagine. me think. Yeah, I guess we keep it just like that. Hopefully, we can sneak in that Tranquil Throwback to exile the graveyard while the Phoenix is in there. But sometimes they put the Phoenix in the graveyard. We don't have a chance to go with that Tranquil Throwback. Yes, the Scattershot Archer. I think you mentioned Scattershot Archer before. Very, very devastating. This hand's not so much. I don't want to keep mulliganing. Oh, excuse me. Okay. Oh, wow. Oh my goodness. Thankfully, I did mulligan. We got good stuff. We're down one less card, but we got the Graveyard Hate we're looking for. Marauding Raptor. Yeah. That's going to be all right. Now, get a Phoenix in the graveyard. You can do it. And hopefully they don't Lightning Axe. Oh, they don't have a red. They don't have a red. Storm-Carved Coast entered the battlefield tapped. Phew. They still might Lightning Axe Marauding. Discard a Phoenix. Play another thing for one, another thing for... Oh, they don't. Very nice. Odd, so they must not have enough stuff for one in their hand. Because they would have gone Lightning Axe for one, discard the Phoenix. Play two more things for one, and then they played 3 instant and sorceries, and that would have come back. However, we got Topiary Stomper. That made this infinitely better because we can possibly go Great Henge next turn. There's the thing in the ice. Okay, like I mentioned. And we should be okay. Probably. Hopefully. We're not dead yet, and this might just be some of the most devastating stuff around. Hopefully they can't bounce the Great Henge with Brazen Borrower. That'd be extra nasty. Oh, it absolutely savage. Yeah, that's not going to be fun. Kind of tempted to just go Carnage Tyrant. Yeah, I say we just do Carnage Tyrant to draw out the Awoken Horror. Absolutely. Ether Gust. Well. I think I'm just going to send it to the bottom. That feels alright. They better have another one. Oh well, hopefully they don't have another one. Nuts. We still should be okay. They're tapped out and we get to exile the graveyard. This is pretty good. Let me just double check. Can I go Regisaur and Tranquil Throwback? I have 6, 7, 9. Oh, I can. Yeah. Okay. If my math is right, it's going to be pretty embarrassing if it's not. Yeah, we're good. We're kind of winning. It's going pretty good. Fortunately, I get to exile the graveyard. Very nice indeed. Don't have to worry about some phoenixes. At least one. Phew. Yes, the 3-mana 6/6. I talked about it a little bit last night, Pterosaurus. It was spoiled right as I went live. That was pretty cool, I must admit. That's pretty good. I think we're in a good position. Oh, it's going to be amazing for aggro dinos. I'll attack with the Tranquil Throwback just because it could trade with either thing. Fine by me. We got our lovely benefit from it. We're at a pretty healthy 21. We've got Commune. Chances are we draw a dino. Commune would get us another dino, and we might pop off. They probably want to bounce things, but they don't want to bounce things with Thing in the Ice because, well, that's not nice because I just replay them. Yeah, Boomosaurus. I still like Bonkosaurus. That's pretty satisfying. Okay. They just played the Shatterskull smashing to bounce things. Fine by me. Castle Garenbrig it is. Let's make as much mana as possible. Hope they don't Ether Gust. Okay, they don't. Oh boy, this is not looking good. Yep, we got a Shifting Ceratops, Topiary Stomper. Let me think. You know what, I'll go with Commune. See if we get Ghalta. That'd be nice. Hard to say. I don't think it replaces Regisaur Alpha, but it certainly has some lovely potential. Yeah, Marauding Raptor, definitely. Reducing Topiary, drawing, aggression. Good. Pretty divine. Now, what do I want to attack with? That's a good question. Nothing. I say I hold it back. Pretty much the best dinosaur, yeah. Oh, which new Regisaur? Alta's Hatcher. Alta's something. I'll show it afterwards. I talked about it briefly at the start, but yeah. It's pretty funny making dinosaur egg tokens. Scary stuff. And those dinosaur egg tokens that this new Regisaur Alpha makes, they don't have defender. You can attack with them. If you somehow increase their power, you may want to do that. No, don't. You don't want to attack. It could get devastating. Oh, it got devastating. Yeah, it's got to be marauding. You better have a... Oh, they don't have lots of counter spells. Oh, my Carnage Tyrant. This is... Oh, I don't feel good for them. Strap yourselves in, folks. Yeah. Castle Garenbrig it, just so we don't forget. Boom. We got Shifting for 2. Draw more cards. Who cares? Yeah, the eggs are dinosaurs. Dinosaur egg, I believe it's called. I'm excited to see the art that's going to be used for that token. They can't do a whole lot. They only have 2 mana left. We're just going to keep playing and drawing, and everything has haste. If they don't have a lightning axe to take out that Regisaur Alpha, it's definitely done for. Ping, 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 but Shifting enters with a counter, so we don't have to worry too much. And we're playing a Carnage Tyrant and a Carnage Tyrant. Yeah, that's this is pretty good. I don't know about you guys, but this looks decent, decent-ish. But yeah, Marauding Raptor does take both of them out. Oh!
Call an ambulance! But not for me!
I'll test some of the clips maybe a little bit more tonight, specifically just to see if anything lags and whatnot. Yeah, definitely the memory issue, the just crashing, that should be finished. But yeah, somebody definitely left the gates of Jurassic Park open. 100%. Look at that. Again, the Great Henge, or something else that has the ability and puts a counter on a creature that enters. Specifically, Shifting Ceratops and Topiary Stomper. Any dino that has 4 toughness that would die to 2 Marauding Raptor pings, it now doesn't die. Shifting Lived, 2 green for 6 power haste, 4 for an 8/3 haste. Trample can't be you get the job done. I don't care. It's not overkill, it's just kill. You make sure there's no chance whatsoever that they're going to survive. If I wasn't drawing as many cards, had as much cost reduction, as many creatures, maybe they could have blocked enough and still taken us out. Perhaps not, but I mean, look at that Marauding Raptor. 13-4 for 2. 2. It doesn't have trample, which is something to look into, but wow. More brawl, yeah. Oh, I could potentially do brawl. Certainly want to do at least one more match here. But that new card, absolutely, I want to check it out. Oh yes, absolutely. Pterosaurus. I gotta try Thud at some point, or something where you sacrifice a creature and deal damage equal to its power to any target. Oh, that'd be divine. Perfection. Yeah, okay. Scryfall. Let's get that going. Oh, you're seeing the behind the scenes. Oh shoot. Nothing new since I started. Palani's Hatcher. Yes, that's what it is. That's pretty good. Actually, I guess I have to move it over just a touch, just so you can see the cost. That looks pretty good. Kind of centered. Yeah, who knows? I don't know that it's necessary to add in with the list I'm using tonight. I'm going to build around it a little bit. But yeah, those green dinosaur egg creature tokens, they don't have defender. You could attack with them. Pretty insane. Yeah, they don't have trample, which is kind of the theme, I guess, with Lost Caverns of Ixalan. The 3/3 dinosaur creature tokens you would have assumed have trample, but they don't. But I mean, this could supercharge Marauding Raptor. If you're making 2 technically dinosaur creatures with the dinosaur eggs, Marauding Raptor would go to 6 power. Maybe that'd be pretty nice. And also with this being a dinosaur itself, Marauding Raptor would actually go to 8 power when you play this for 4. 4 mana, 6 temporary power. Interesting. That's not the worst thing in the world. That would surprise opponents. But yeah, definitely trigger on the egg. Huh. If we somehow have eggs out before Marauding Raptor, then play this, and ooh, yeah. I don't know. Maybe there's some variation and mixture that also includes Marauding Raptor. Maybe it kind of makes sense. We'll see. Marauding Egg Raptor. They don't hatch when they die, unfortunately. It has to come from this creature's ability there at the beginning of combat on your turn. If you control 1 or more eggs, you sacrifice an egg. But if Marauding Raptor has squashed all those eggs, fried them up, scrambled, an omelet, Although Marauding Raptor probably doesn't know how to make an omelet. You can't do that. Yeah, darn is right. However, we got to look at other eggs for a second here. We'll get back into the match in a second. Matches. We'll type in egg in the text. We'll see anything that has egg in it. Atla Palani. Would be kind of cool if this was reprinted in a standard set, I must admit. Huh. Yeah, absolutely. Raptor Hatchling with Marauding. 1 red, you get a 3/3 trample and 4 temporary power on Marauding because it pings the Hatchling, it pings the token that the Raptor Hatchling makes. It is, that's pretty good. Pretty darn good. But yeah, that makes an egg. And, yes, the Dragon Kami Reborn also makes eggs. And it doesn't specify what type of egg. It's not like you have to sacrifice a dinosaur egg token. It says at the beginning of combat on your turn, if you control 1 or more eggs, just egg. So this, you gain 2 life. Look at the top 3 cards. Exile this saga, return it to the battlefield transformed. Whenever Dragon Kami's egg or a dragon you control dies, you may cast a creature from among cards you own in exile. So if you have this out, boom. More eggs out, boom. Maybe some mixture could be made with Marauding Raptor. I should call it Egg Smasher. If I'm using this that cares about the eggs dying, Atla's Hatcher, Palani's Hatcher. I think we're going to make an egg deck. I think that's the name of another kind of deck. Let me think. Summoner's Egg. Yes. Naya for egg deck. Maybe. I'm pretty sure this is a specific archetype though. From 5th Dawn, a long time ago. Imprint. When it enters the battlefield, you exile a card from your hand face down. Anything nice. When it dies, you turn the exiled card face up. If it's a creature, put it onto the battlefield under your control. Maybe just green and red. We'll see. But there are a lot of nice new white dinos, and dinosaurs really seem to be considered mainly red, green, and a little bit of white. And then some blue, some black sprinkled in. I don't know about that. I think it is just, it is just for Commander, unfortunately. That would be nice if we could use it normally. Lost Caverns of Ixalan Commander previews. I mean, it is pretty fantastic art. Yeah. That'd be amazing. 5 for a 4/4. When Pantlaza, that's a fun name to say, Pantlaza Sunfavored, or another dinosaur enters the battlefield under your control, you may discover X. A lot of people are going to be discovering how powerful dinosaurs are, where X is that creature's toughness. Do this only once each turn. You exile the top cards of your library until you exile a non-land card. Cast it without paying its mana cost. That seems really good. But only doing it once each turn, not too busted. It seems like you would just be getting at least an extra thing each turn. You know, playing a big dinosaur, the Bonkosaurus, having 6 toughness. That's pretty good. Entering, you discover 6. Equal to that, you exile cards from the top of your library until you exile something with 6 or less mana value. And then you get to cast it. Ooh. Devastating. Yeah. Bunch of dinosaur eggs. Something to think about. Certainly something I'll probably try to use in Commander. I may not buy the pre-con for this, but it's definitely on the radar. Now, turn off Scryfall. Go away. Okay. Back into a match. At least one more. Did start a little bit late, but we got that memory issue solved. That's the biggest thing. Oh, and I even forgot to use the plane crash one that I added last night. And you bought the sleeves. Wow. Hopefully your bank account isn't crashing and burning just like this. Oh no. I must admit, that's pretty cool. I have a lot of things like that I'm looking forward to adding. Man. I can get pretty creative with that. Plane wreck, yeah. So how cool was that? Our chances are going downhill. Oh, you want it again? Okay. Coming out from the music right there. Perfect. Man. I think I'll keep this hand though. That's pretty good. Oh, so much new tech. Probably to last us another 5 years. Look how long I've made dinosaurs last since they came out. We're going to have more tech than last time, I imagine. But yeah, Rootbound Craig. Boom. We're going to have 2 at least on turn 2. We may see Huntmaster die to nothing. No fatal push. They have at least a black up, and this is good. Not a fan of crafting. Well, it's not for everybody. Hopefully this gets us a land though. Okay, that's pretty good. What do I like? A forest? I'll go with a forest. And hope they don't have counterspell. Even if they do, it should be pretty good. Commune with dinosaurs, hopefully grabbing another land for next turn. It's not too scary of a thing. So it seems like we should be getting Regisaur Alpha coming up, I would imagine. Cave is a new land type, yes. I'll just play Carnage Tyrant instead. I imagine they may have a counterspell now with the 3, but now they can't do anything. Maybe they were waiting for the counter spell for some... Oh! Oh, I don't have stuff ready.
What in the hell just happened? How did he do that?
Yeah, surprise. You don't leave those early things alive. The opponent's not going to make that mistake again. They see those things, they will kill them, because you only have to experience Carnage Tyrant for 4 once. You're like, okay, I know what it's all about. But they got counter spells, we saw, so shifting Ceratops in automatically. We'll trim Ghalta. Let's not even worry about that. That's going to be rough. What specific variation is it? Hard to say. You know what? I think Huntmaster probably isn't going to live too much. If this is something that cares about graveyards, maybe Scavenger Grounds is going to help. Karn's Bastion again. Like I mentioned last night, the proliferate. If we've played a few creatures, or some creatures have 1/1 counters on them, Karn's Bastion, we get extra counters. Or we add extra poison counters if Tyrannix Rex has connected just once. Then we go with this, boom. They get to 5 poison counters, maybe to 6. That's pretty good. Hopefully dinosaurs cost less. Although we have some pretty good ones already. Who knows? Who knows? A new Triumph would be good as well. More new lands? Hard to say. I guess that's alright. We got a bunch of lands. I'm seeing 2 Huntmasters, and I trimmed 2. So we're seeing the only 2 Huntmasters that are in the list right now. Oh, T-Rex with double strike. Oh my god. going to get better and better. It's already so good. And we're not even done the spoilers. There's still quite a few more days to go. Very exciting. Okay. We're still keeping it together. Nope, now they're going to kill it. Like I said, they're not making that mistake again. That's okay. Tamer Battle Rage T-Rex. Very, very scary. Demir Rogues, though, potentially. Merfolk Wind Robber. That's not going to be fun. If they have Lofty Denial, we would have to pay an extra 4 because they have a creature with flying. Okay, well, they just kill it, perhaps. Oh yeah, this is going to be painful. Oof. But at least we do have that Castle Garenbrig. That's the main point. We may get to... Oh, they milled another one. That's no fun. Could have been nice to go shifting Ceratops this turn if we had drawn that. Actually, I'm kind of liking Scavenger Grounds. And we haven't seen too many things. Too many specific rogue things, so maybe it's not that. Okay, it is that. Well, I should have kept that Scavenger Grounds to exile our graveyard and turn off a lot of the rogue abilities that care about having 8 or more cards in our graveyard. Rough. It's not too boring. We've got shifting. You can't counter it. Has protection from blue, Carnage, T-Rex, but again, if you're not using that stuff, I can imagine. Yeah. And now we're in range of Carnage Tyrant. Hopefully it's not too little, too late. Possibly. Trainix Rex next. Oh, they milled a land. I was about to draw a land. Ouch. That's okay. It's not too crazy on the aggression side from them. Yeah, we're just going this, and we hope they don't have Ether Gust. Oh, get a little bit scared. Gotta watch out. Well, I'll get revenge for you guys that hate blue and black stuff. Hopefully I do. Usually I do. Well, the sacrifice part. Yes, absolutely the sacrifice part. Especially when they've killed everything else and then you play Carnage Tyrant and then they make you sacrifice it because it's the only creature that's out. Rough. Yeah, I guess we're okay. Zerasan. Oh, good. No Zerasan. Ninjutsu, I believe. Question becomes, this is a toughie. I think it's just T-Rex. We go down to 8. We would take 4, 7. 7 with the Brazen Borer. I think it's now or never. Do it. They can't counter it, can't target. Go time. We may die, we may not. We're about to find out. Fleet Swallower with Brewvac is just about the worst thing. You mill the opponent's entire deck, I think. Oh, they do have exactly with the Brazen Borer. Why did they do that? They had lethal. Odd. Very, very odd. Huh. It was certainly a ruthless aggression. They were going to kill us. Phew. They still might. You never know. Another Soaring Thought Thief would do the trick. Okay, that's Oh, phew. They...
Ruthless aggression.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say, but they probably realized their mistake right after they did it. We had hasty Ceratops, Regisaur Alpha, a lot of haste built in. You don't have to worry too much. You can keep up the lovely aggression naturally. But yeah, the Merfolk Windropper, that was the final 2 power. They had 8 total. They sacrificed it and they're like, oh, wait, the opponent's at 8. I had lethal. Yeah. Well, that's good for me. Did my wife? No. Just checking if my wife texted me. We'll do at least one more match here. Would be pretty cool to pop into Diamond. Certainly way later than I had hoped for in this month. That's okay. I know. Sacrifice it to kill a dino that can't even attack or block. Lovely. It's always nice though, if I'm at 4 lands or even 5 lands and they use removal on Topiary. 1 less removal, that will maybe be used on something else later on. It is nice. But WD-40, ooh. Mono red perhaps with that Chandra avatar. Ew, that's not a good looking hand. Pretty rough to not see 1 source of red. We're facing off against Yorion Sky Nomad. I feel it could be Orzhov, Doom Foretold, white and black. Lots of enchantments that do lots of painful things. And we had to mulligan twice, sadly, to get something okay-ish. Maybe it's going to be enchantments. 5-color Fires of Invention enchantments with Up the Beanstalk, Leyline Binding. Oh yeah, that's probably it. And this hand is getting quite a bit better. Lots of maraudings. Oh, elementals. Elementals. Well. I'm not able to play Ghalta this turn. Not quite. Has to be marauding. Hopefully they don't pop off too much next turn. Certainly Nissa, Resurgent Animist, is not going to trade with marauding. Never in a million years. This is, well, even lovely in modern for elementals. Whenever a land enters, they add a mana of any color. If it's the second time it's resolved, they reveal cards from the top of their library until they reveal an elf or elemental and they put it into their hand. Yeah, lots of nasty value. We're not quite dead yet, but they got Bombnath. Omnath the Bomb.
Man, tough stuff.
I mean, it's not too bad. They've already played their land for the turn. They're gonna... Oh, they're gonna play that. Okay, that's rough. Nuts. It is, yeah. Well, I'm not blocking. Okay. We got exactly what we wanted. We're going to supercharge both Marauding Raptors. This one's dying. That's okay. We want to get to Ghalta, which we're about to do for 2. I guess not. Okay. Well, we're still going to supercharge them. Both die maximum aggression. Let's just go for it. That was pretty good. Very sneaky of the opponents. Maybe they were worried about Ghalta. I don't know. Hard to say. Certainly there is more removal in an extended format. Yeah. I don't know. I guess I'm used to it. It's going to be interesting playing standard more and seeing the differences with all these new dinos. There's going to be an actual dinosaur deck for sure. Just nice to compare. Absolutely. But yeah, standard is definitely the most popular, just in general, maybe not because it has less removal than an extended format. Yeah. I'll still keep playing Explorer a lot, and again, sprinkling in some standard here and there. And just, well, probably dying. Pretty much dying this turn. Oh, hopefully I get a bit of a boost. I would imagine, well, I gotta get a little bit. It has started already, slightly. Nope, we're not winning that one, that's for sure. Very rough stuff, having to mulligan so much. Ugh. But elementals, we see a little bit of Leyline Binding. Now that's probably one of maybe the only enchantments. Would I like Tranquil Throwback? Maybe? Maybe not. Shifting Ceratops can be kind of nice. A lot of elementals are at least part blue. Shifting can sneak past pretty good. Maybe people do play standard because they're scared of dinos. They see what power is here and they don't want to face it. Yeah, that I think I'll go with that. But they don't have lots of interaction. Let's keep that in mind. They don't do much of anything. You know what? I think we could keep it just like that. We'll hope for a better, more explosive game. And we know we can be risky, because maybe some of the only interaction is Leyline Binding and Omnath Locus of Rage, I believe it is. Okay, yep, we're keeping that. Certainly reasonable enough. Nothing for 2 or Commune with Dinosaurs. That's okay. We got Topiary. We'll get there. Oh, and lots of Ghaltas. Well, okay, maybe not. Where's that Castle Garenbrig when you need it? Castle Garenbrig and the Great Henge. That'd be divine. Ghalta party. Let's just hope I don't draw the 4th copy. It's always a risk. It's a very low risk. Oh, Leyline Binding the Topiary Stomper. I'll take it. Maybe they have a bunch in their hand. Hopefully that's not the case. Huh. Okay, well, eventually we do get to play Carnage Tyrant next turn. Mega thumbnail. Uh-huh. Absolutely. I think we still might be kind of safe for a bit. They haven't played too many elemental things, which is definitely going to help us out. Yeah, they're not doing too much. Oh boy. Here goes nothing. Certainly. Gotta be Carnage Tyrant. Ghalta next turn. Cross our fingers they don't have another Leyline Binding. Yeah, once I get Carnage on board, I could play most of the Ghaltas. Hopefully they don't go off too much. I don't think so, as long as there's no Fabled Passage. Oh boy. Oh phew, it's not Fabled Passage. A land that enters and then they pop it and another land enters and they just make too much mana. It's not a fun time. But yes, Ghalta coming in hot. We'll go with Commune because we can still... Oh, still Caster. Oh boy. Oh, if only we had Regisaur Alpha in hand. We could have played Regisaur for 5, Ghalta for 2. Absolutely devastating them. Which I'm thinking I would kind of Regisaur Alpha instead. We'll still play a Ghalta though. Boom. And hope we're okay. Then they'll do something to Ghalta, and then we play Regisaur, and then we play another Ghalta. Yeah. Only one at a time. That's okay. That's alright. Not too much mana. Okay, escape to the wilds. That's not going to be good. They're going to use Go for the Throat, though, to take out Ghalta, which is okay. Yeah. Regisaur Alpha, though. Given haste to the other Ghalta that I play after they certainly kill her. Hopefully that's enough to get the job done. Oh, nuts. Oh man, I wish I was playing with multiple copies of the Queen.
Dang! Oh!
And maybe they'll feel extra cool and attack me because I'm tapped out. And they're not oh, they do. I like it. Okay, let me think. Do I have enough to do this? Huntmaster for 2, Regisaur for 4 is 6. 2, no, I can't do that. Not enough for Ghalta after that. That's what it's got to be. Bing, bang, boom. Now, does enough stuff have to block that we'd kill him next turn? That's lethal right there, so 1 has to block. We make it extra lethal with that. 2 things have to block. Take out those Leafkin Druids. We still have Regisaur to block some creature. I think we might be okay. Oh, well, okay. Interesting. I like it. Yeah, still, definitely we might be dead. They got tons of lands. Just not quite fast enough, unfortunately. Ah, shucks, I wish I had a 3rd Ghalta in my hand. That'd be pretty good. Hopefully I get another Regisaur Alpha, I guess. Oh. Yorion, more like Snorion. Sky Nomad. We could get Tranix Rex to get the job done, maybe. They gotta be at least a little bit worried. Oh, they attacked with the Lotus Cobra. This might not be good, depending what we draw. Ish. Where's the Great Henge? Yorion thinks it's a Pokemon, yeah. The Sky Noodle. Well, at least we got some good bodies. Hopefully it's enough to make some good stuff happen. Yeah, let's attack with Carnage Tyrant. We either take out maybe Yorion or Omnath, perhaps. Okay. Well, it's now or never. I imagine Escape to the Wilds is going to do the trick, sadly. Especially with, oh yeah. That's not fun. Close but no cigar. Yeah. Painful things happen every once in a while. You can't win them all. Yeah, no, I'm just well, maybe I won't pack it in. We'll wait. They have so much mana, they can play so many things. I don't see any world how we can get out of this. Maybe if I draw the... No, not even the 4th copy of Ghalta. Huntmaster has to block somebody for us to survive. And 2, oh yeah, okay, never mind, no, okay. Ouch. Pain. Yes, win or lose. Win or lose, you always win when you play dinos, absolutely. I guess I'll leave it there. Yeah, I was a little bit tired. I started a little bit late because I fell asleep putting my daughter to sleep. She's got a twin bed. She has had it for a little while now, or twin size mattress, and it's extra comfy. And oftentimes I'm extra sleepy, so you get a nice little cuddle buddy. She passes out. I pass out a little bit. That's all good. I get a little bit of rest, and then I get on to do this. Yeah, we'll leave it there for tonight. That was pretty good overall. Lots of fantastic, devastating Casper mattress. Not a Casper mattress. No. Oh, we know what it is. Yeah. Yeah, okay. I shall have a good one. Deuces, have a good rest of your time zone. Anybody watching right now, later on, whenever it is, if you passed out and you didn't wake up and you're watching this in the morning, hopefully you got some good rest. See you next time.